Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will start the presentation about the topic Shariah issues in online business. Currently, the world has been developed by the urbanity of information technology, including gadget and internet. Borderless world was existing indirectly because of the existence of internet that make people around the world can keep in touch within each other. Same goes to business aspects. People are free to buy or sell anything through electronic commerce, or often referred to e-commerce. Nowadays, technological sophistication makes it easier for humans to connect with others around the world. Likewise, in the context of business, people take the opportunity to create an online business to generate income. From the perspective of Islamic law, all e-commerce transactions need to confirm the requirements and principles of Islamic law of contracts, which mainly aims to protect from any prohibition and eliminating any harms to both parties who involve into the contract. So, in this video, we will explain thoroughly about the problems that occur in e-commerce from the Sharia perspective.
Broadly, online business is also outlined as a result of the employment of the internet to conduct business transactions across the country or internationally. In Shariah law, online business refers to any style of business group action with explanation into and communication technology. Islamic businesses will be outlined as business beneath the Shariah law and exclude their operations supported riba, like activities of economic and bourgeois banks, finance firms. Additionally, operations involving maisir and activities involving the manufacture or sale of haram merchandise like liquor, non-halal meats, and pork, and also the operations containing part of gharar, like typical insurance business, are exclude their operations supported riba. It is inevitable that riba are wide unfold within the business system in any company together with monotheism businesses because the typical economic system survive from it. This case will comprehend the issues that Islamic business will be facing in avoiding the prohibition of riba so as to uphold equitable economic justice principle.
Okay, next, since the aim of this study is to determine whether there is an aspect of gharar, maisir, or riba in e-commerce, a questionnaire approach was used. The questionnaire was conducted to find out how many people are aware of the Sharia issue that found in e-commerce. The aim of a questionnaire is to learn more about e-commerce issue and to back up the findings of this report. People who use e-commerce in Malaysia have been defined as a target of population for this research as it needs a respondent who use e-commerce on a daily life. In this sophisticated world, most people have started using e-commerce as an easy way to purchase for them to make in a daily life. A total of 20 respondents who use e-commerce are required to participate in this report, and the questionnaire consists of 12 questions. Later, peoples were asked to answer the questionnaire so that they are more sensitive to the issue that they may occur when they make an online purchase.
Gharar or ta'ril mean deceit, risk, fraud, uncertainty, or hazard that might lead to destruction or loss. Based on the questionnaire we found 80% of common users that pre-order goods are valid in Islam. For your information, hukum of pre-order good can fall into two, which is permissible and illegal. It can be illegal if the product sold by the seller is difficult to deliver, where the risk of delivery of the product is high. It can be permissible if the stock of the good is available and easy to hand over to the buyer. Moreover, 74% of e-commerce users find that an item sold exceed the market price. In Islam, it will be illegal if the seller manipulate the price of item. For example, flight ticket price offer different while the destination is the same. Next, maisir. Maisir means to obtain something easily or to make a profit without effort. Another term used in the Quran is the word azlam, which means gambling. According to the statistic we received based on the questionnaire, 30% buyers unaware that they are engaging in online gambling. Example of the mindset element we can see in e-commerce is in Shopee and Lazada application, which will give free coin or money to their lucky customer in a game based on the luck. Last but not least, fraud. Fraud is doing a trick for self-interest and to the detriment of others. Based on the respondent we run, almost 94% of online shoppers have ever gotten an item that is different from the picture displayed. In addition, 52.2% of online shoppers have been deceived by sellers when making online purchases. In Islam, fraud is prohibited. In the passion of promoting and attracting customers, various ways and strategies are made with the aim of selling goods. Although such acts are permissible, but as believing businessmen, they should not be careless and forget that Islam prohibits any form of fraud in business.
Okay, so now I will go on to describe the definition of e-commerce, riba in Islam, and the results of the questionnaire related to riba in e-commerce nowadays. E-commerce refers to selling goods or service online. Whatever it is that you want to buy or sell, you are doing it over the internet or internet service. If you are either the buyer or seller, you are involved in the e-commerce process. Okay, next. Riba means interest. Riba is prohibited in Islamic economic law and is considered a major sin. Simply, unfair profit in trade or business, generally through exploitation. There are two types of usually discussed by Islamic jurists, namely the increase of capital without service and speculation, which is prohibited by the Quran, and the exchange of commodities in unequal amounts, which is also prohibited in the Quran. Referring to Table 1, the results of studies relate to buying and selling in Islam. At present, many people acquire awareness such as taking more buying and selling. With such action, there are many alternatives introduced to facilitate consumers in terms of payment, such as through ATMs, cash payment, debit cards, and credit cards. However, Islamic scholars have detected usury in the use of credit cards. There are many types of credit cards, but the most commonly used version is installment credits. The card holder is not obliged to pay the monthly bill payment sent by the card issuers. Consumers are only responsible for a percentage of the total cost. The balance of the debt will be settled from time to time. The bank will charge interest based on the unpaid balance. This rate is twice that of a daily loan. It often reaches 20% per annum, while regular loans not issued with credit cards only reach 10%. The card holder is clearly in debt to the bank, which imposes interest condition on late payment. This is riba nasi'ah, which is illegally haram, as all scholars conclude based on the hadith of Bukhari and Muslim that do not sell gold for gold and silver for silver at sale of two equal scales.
Based on the findings and discussions, we can conclude that the technological development has brought some changes in business sector. E-commerce platforms have been practicing globally. It shows that it is generally accepted because it is safe, customer-friendly, and also save time. Although there is no original law that governs its application and composition, jurists have established the fundamental principles of law and philosophy that are clearly related to the selling and purchase of goods. Since the original law of something in the field of muamalat is mubah, the fuqaha stipulate that e-commerce is also a must as long as it adheres to the pillars and conditions of sale and purchase established by Islam to ensure the welfare of all mankind. There are some Islamic banking institutions issued free interest credit cards as an alternative payment mode for online transaction, and one of them is Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. It is based on several underlying structures as you can see on the slide, and also the advantages of using iCredit card. Seems good, right? But how to spread this to the societies? The financial management can organize a program on the advantages of using iCredit cards so that the community will aware and implement it. Not only that, the students of banking, management and business programs can also organize online talk sessions about the structures of iCredit cards. We need to be a smart consumers by choosing the legitimate sellers in order to prevent fraud. Before we make a transactions, we can check either the seller registered their business or not at the Companies Commission of Malaysia Act's official websites. May our life be blessed in this world and in the hereafter. That's all from our group. Thank you.